Hello everyone and welcome to my Stronghold Crusader HD Let's Play series. Wow, that was a pretty long title as it's gonna be the series. Because I used to play this game as a kid, but I've never truly finished it. So this is going to be the goal for this series. And each mission will have its own separate episode. And I think we can start right away. By the way, the first mission is quite easy if you know how to play the game. I'm gonna play it a bit slower and explain everything as I go, so people who didn't play Stronghold or don't know how to play the game will learn how to do so. And if you are a seasoned veteran, feel free to skip to the second mission, because I mean there's nothing really new for you, most likely. Alright, so let's start right away. First thing you want to do when you get in-game is build a granary, so you can do so by clicking the food processing buildings button down here. And I usually prefer to put granary somewhere around my castle, so it's quite easy to defend. Alright, now that we got granary, we need some food producing buildings to fill it up. So I'm gonna build some apple orchards, which are gonna provide apples. In Stronghold Crusader you can only build farms on these green oasis areas, which are around water. So it's quite a valuable resource, because usually each player will only have like some of those areas, right? As you can see here, most of them are also blocked by trees. So we need some woodcutters for that, and we are going to build them right now. I don't really know where to place them, whether it's beneficial to like put them in the castle or just somewhere around.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Right. So we got our woodcutters here. Now what I'm gonna do is expand the storage a bit. The bad thing about storage is that you can't like build a storage, for example, somewhere here. You can only extend the storage of your castle. So make sure to not like build buildings around this area, just in case you want to expand the castle.
You can count on us.
And in fact, I didn't mention the goal of this game. So as you can see, there's our castle. Oh, I thought you could zoom in. There's our castle, and we got this small dude here, which is the castle lord, which is essentially you. And well, seems like our opponent has built a quarry here. Alright, so you lose when this guy dies, and as you can see, here is the enemy castle. There is no fog of war in this game, and you win the game if you kill his guy. Sometimes it's quite easy. For example, in the first few missions you can just build mercenary posts, hire some soldiers and get on with it. But I mean, what's the point of that, right? It's not really fun. Alright, so now that we got lumberjacks, as you can see here, they are walking with wood, and we got some guys producing apples, we are going to build a quarry. You can only build quarries on stone, which is these kind of white rocks, and when you build one, there's like a small place right here out of stone. It looks like a storage. So what happens then is that they will put stones here, but you will also need to transfer them to the storage. So you can do so by building ox tethers. Hopefully I pronounced it right. I never truly pronounced it. And I usually build 3 per 1 quarry. Sometimes 4 might be better, but I think 3 should be enough. But as you can see, there's like a small error icon over the building, which means that we don't have any people to work there. So we are going to the town buildings button right here, and we will build some buildings or houses. I think 4 should be enough. Each building will provide 6 people who will come to your castle. They will bow to your lord, and then they will go somewhere where they are needed. What else could we build? I think we are pretty good here. You can also build some iron mines. So you can find that in the industry buildings, and it looks like this. Usually 3 to 4 iron mines should be enough.
Tell us what to
And
do.
it seems like our opponent is still
This'll
building.
be easy.
Still building his buildings there.
Simple.
So let's destroy them with our guys. And speaking of destroying, I think we will need to get some archers. So click the first icon here, the castle buildings, and I'm gonna build a mercenary post as soon as I get wood. And what happens then is that you are able to hire guys from these guys standing around your fire. You can make soldiers out of them for a small fee, of course. Or if you are producing longbows or bows or crossbows and stuff, you can like make your own soldiers. But I usually prefer mercenaries at the start of the game. So I'm gonna build the mercenary post, and I'm gonna hire some archers.
Recruits needed, sire.
Right, this should be enough. We got 15 of them. And as you can see, he's launching a attack here. So I'm gonna put my archers here. And I think we should be able to defend quite easily. I mean, these guys are very tough. They usually take several volleys to kill. But they are quite slow, so they won't even get to our archers, most likely.
The camels are restless. A bad omen for you, I think.
I always love those small, like, icons there, or messages, when I was younger. Alright, so what we can do is place the archers here and they will snipe his castle. Well, there's another big attack coming. So what I'm gonna do is hire more archers.
Recruits needed, sire.
By the way, if anyone does know about way to hire 10 people at once, please comment at the video, because I don't know how to do so. And I usually just spam click the icon, but I'm not sure if there's a better way to do that. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is build some defensive structures. So I usually just build those high towers around the place. There's usually a limit to where you can build a tower. It can't be that far away from the castle. For now I'm gonna build the square tower, which is quite big. And I want to build it as close to his castle as possible.
A message from the Sultan.
I'm probably
The
going to
sky
build it here.
was not bright for the Sultan
And
today.
I will also build 2 lookout towers, which are those very tall ones. So, as you can see, there are 2 like crossings over the river. One is here, and the second one is here. So what I want to do is I want to cover both of them. So just in case they would be coming from this side, or that he would be coming, or sometimes there are like lions on the map. But just to be safe, I'm gonna build the small gatehouse, and I'm gonna build it somewhere in between those towers. Here seems like a fine spot. And we need to, of course, build walls, so that, I mean, what's the point of having gatehouse if you are having a small, you know, a small path there. Right, so I'm gonna build some walls here. And also add this thing to it. Right, so now that we got 2 towers, I'm gonna send some archers on them. These are quite small, they can only hold 5 archers, so this should be 5. And I'm gonna take another 5 here. And if you want to increase the power of your archers, you can always build a...
We are under attack.
where it is? Yeah, it's in the gatehouses. You can always build brazier on that. They will then fire arrows, which you can also set up like ditches on fire if you have a pitch ditch. Alright, so now we've also built our big tower there. So I'm gonna build a wall and a set of stairs. And that way my archers can get on the tower. What I feel like doing here is building a ballista. I'm gonna put it here on the tower. And to operate ballistas you need some engineers, so let's build engineers guild and hire, I think it's 2 guys for ballista, 3 guys for catapult.
How can we help?
Oh, we get just 1.
Your Grace, you need something built.
right?
What needs doing?
Oh
Our
no,
tools are ready.
there's the other one.
Set
So I
us
hired
to
3,
how
but
can we
it doesn't
help?
matter because we will need lots of them anyway.
Manning siege
And I will
equipment.
send them to the ballista. And then we will fire those big arrows. I'm gonna also put another brazier here, so our archers are going to shoot flame arrows as well. And I think we can get started with the weapon production, so we can hire cheaper units. So to do that, we are going into the weapons buildings menu, which is this little shield icon here. And I'm gonna build like 5 Fletchers and... or maybe 4, should be
Can't
enough.
place that there, my lord.
And I'm gonna build a blacksmith or 2, and I'm gonna build a armorer or 2. By the way, I completely forgot to mention this. You can switch between these like reduced view, I'd say, where you can see just the basements of buildings by pressing space, and it usually helps a lot when you are building in like quite populated area. For example, if there were another houses here, you like want to check out where you can build. Right, so now that we got our weapon producing buildings, what we need to do is build armory as well, because weapons aren't stored in storage. There's a special building for them which you can find in the castle buildings, and I'm gonna put it here, just behind all of those, all of those weaponsmiths. And you usually want to leave at least one like tile space in between those buildings so people can walk between them. I'm gonna build the normal barracks now. The mercenary post which we built here was added in the Crusader expansion, and here you can hire just the Arabian troops. There's also the normal barracks which costs 15 stone, and here you are able to recruit the normal, well, I'd say vanilla troops.
We stand ready.
So I'm gonna get some swordsmen.
Weapons needed. We await orders. Needed,
And
sire.
those 2 archers. And as you can see, we've run out of gold. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put taxes in place. This should be enough. You always, when you are setting up taxes, you always want to check your popularity. So as you can see now, we get just -2 bonus, or well, it's not really bonus, right? We get just -2 popularity from taxes, but we don't have any bonuses. So the easiest way to fix that is set extra rations in granary, and that way it will give +4. Yeah, it's +4. So we can also set taxes to average taxes. There's not really much difference, I think, between those two. As you can see, on low taxes we get 30 gold. Here we get 40. On high taxes we get 50, and then it's just 10 gold per each -2 popularity. But there's of course a huge difference between 0 and 30, so I think this will be just enough. And I'm gonna set it back to normal rations. There are also ways to increase happiness of people. If you go into town buildings, which is the house button, you can build cathedrals and churches and whatnot. The easiest way, in my opinion, is building the good things here. So I'm gonna build a dancing bear here, some maypoles,
Your popularity is falling.
and some shrines. Not really building like in a nice fashion.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Oh, and some parks as well, or
Can't
gardens.
place that there, my lord. Gold needed.
Oh, we run out of gold. So let's check our popularity now. As you can see, the fear factor is +5, which means that we can increase the taxes. The good thing about this is that people can, well, basically, if you provide good entertainment or the fear factor, if you provide religion as well, and maybe ale, you can even sustain without food. And as you can see, we are terrorizing his castle. Basically, anyone who leaves the castle is gonna die.
We stand ready.
Oh, I also completely forgot to mention, you usually want to build marketplace at the start of the game. I usually just build it when I'm rushing a game, but it's very useful because you can always sell those stones that you get. Those are basically endless resource because you can't run out of them. You can also sell wood, and if you are ever running out of food, you can just buy some stuff here. What I'm gonna do is build some leather armors. 30 should be enough. And I'm gonna buy some maces.
Enough gold.
Oh, we still need some. Let's sell all of these stones. We got some iron as well, so let's sell that. And right now we can get 30 macemen, which are
Recruits needed,
very
sire.
well, they are not the strongest units. Knights are, but these are
Sire.
very fast as opposed to swordsmen.
Sire.
We stand ready.
As you can see here, we got our 7 swordsmen, and they are quite slow. It usually takes a lot of time before they get to the enemy castle, and even if they get there, they are usually half dead because of all of the archers.
What?
Whereas the macemen are,
You dogs.
you know, you can see them running around, so they are quite fast.
Yes,
I
boss.
want to hire
Recruits
all of
needed,
them,
sire.
30, and then I'm gonna go into the enemy castle and kill the dude. I think this should be more than enough, but I'm always, I think it's always better to be safe than sorry. Right, so I think we should be able to sell some of our bows as well,
Enough goods.
and maybe
Not
swords
enough
as well.
goods. Not enough goods. Yes, boss. Recruits needed, sire.
Right, we don't have recruits, so let's wait for some people. Right, so
Yes,
there's our
boss.
30 macemen. What I'm gonna do is get some Arabian bowmen as well.
Recruits needed, sire.
كما ترغب.
How many we got in total?
سوف تتم.
Got 38, so
نحن في خدمتك.
let's take all of these here.
سموكم. سنترك حالا. كما ترغب. هلم.
And we are going to launch a attack. I usually just send archers first.
نزحف.
I'm not really sure if it's good or bad. I just like to do so. I'm gonna send the macemen here as well.
All that way?
سوف تتم. هلم. نحن في خدمتك. نزحف.
And I'm gonna try and snipe those throwers or slingers here on the tower.
نزحف.
Your popularity
My archers
is
got quite
falling.
long range, but these got like a range bonus because they are on tower. As you can see, these are pretty weak. The archers are usually the nastiest because,
نحن تحت أمرك.
well, as you can see, their range is quite huge. Alright, so I'm gonna put them here so they can snipe these guys in front of the castle. And I'm gonna send my melee units in to destroy the walls. I guess I could also take the swordsmen, but by the time they will get here, the game will be already over.
Need some muscle.
A message from the Sultan. The pond is dying in the Sultan's oasis.
That's true. Alright, so the walls are almost breached. I could have built some catapults as well. It would have gone faster, but
كما ترغب. هلم.
I mean, this is okay, right?
نصطاد.
Once more onto the
I'm
breach.
just gonna take care of these slingers as well, because otherwise they would ruin our troops.
Here we go.
And I'm gonna
لنصرك.
guide these swordsmen around a bit.
Move, you dogs.
سوف تتم. هدف.
We're our macemen.
As you can see here are our swordsmen, so
نحن في خدمتك.
let's get them into the fray.
What? Attack!
نحن تحت أمرك.
Yes, boss.
And I'm gonna send my melee units to kill the enemy lord.
Here we go.
I'm gonna protect my archers with the swordsman. Oh, they defended themselves.
Yeah. Charge!
Right?
سموكم.
So let's send our archers here just for the cover, but I think we should be more than okay. As you can see, he died almost instantly.
The sleep of the
Right?
ancients.
So this was the first mission. As you could see, it wasn't that hard. I mean, it's just the first mission, right? I hope I explained everything. If I didn't, please comment on the video and I will tackle the issue in the next episode. And I hope you enjoyed it. And we are going to play the setting out mission in the next episode, which, if I'm not mistaken, should be against Scorpion. Yeah, it's against Scorpion. He's quite unpleasant guy, but I will speak more of him in the next episode. So, thank you for watching and hopefully you enjoyed the video.